So there's something scary that's happening right now. Streamers like Clavicular and these other looks maxing guys are causing young, ambitious guys to end up on the completely wrong path in life and actively going towards a reality that they do not want for themselves whatsoever. So I'm just done in this video and I'll talk about why this is happening and how you can avoid this from happening to yourself. Because most young guys right now are absolutely fucked because of them watching streamers like this. They watch guys like Clavicular and these other guys that are promoting shortcuts in everything that you're doing right now. Everything from, instead of working out, you should be taking like retatrutide and just taking peptides and testosterone. Instead of controlling your appetite, you take peptides. Instead of trying to learn a skill and actually get good at something to make money online, you should go out and start gambling and start doing trading. Like that is what's being promoted right now to all these young guys like 16, 25, which is causing your competition to be completely fucked. And you have two different options right now. Option number one is to become part of the enormous. All these guys have watched streamers and do the exact same thing as them. They don't get these guys are doing this for attention and they just follow the same path. They start looks maxing, thinking that that's gonna get them girls, get them success, get them money. And you become part of those people. You just go for shortcuts all day long and then you end up living a miserable life. Like, this is serious shit, especially with AI right now that's coming up and taking over a lot of jobs. Like if you're focused on just like taking shortcuts and everything you're doing, you're actively moving towards a reality where you'll be fucked. A big separation is happening right now. In the next couple of years, it's going to be decided if you actually create a life of wealth, abundance, and actually get your dream life, or if you stay stuck in a shitty reality and end up in 9 to 5s and end up broke. And that's decided whether if you take the path and you follow 99% of people and it's like watch these streamers and it's like gesture max, looking at the streamers, or if you actually focus on taking the more boring and the more like hard working path, to be honest. And it's like do actual work to get actual results. You stop taking shortcuts. That's gonna dictate everything. And in this video, I wanna share a way you can use these streamers' success. Obviously, guys like Clavicular and Marlon and TGR and like all these other guys that you see on social media and things like that, like those are obviously making a lot of money, these guys. This way you can use their success to make more money yourself without being a normie. It's like watching these guys and it's like following their looks maxing advice and things like that. Because obviously like all these guys are making like 100K, 500K, $1 million a month. Like they're some of the most high paid like influencers right now, these streamers. But instead of you watching them, what you can do, instead of being part of the people that just look at their streams and just like, okay, I'm gonna get rich by doing gambling, I'm gonna get girls by doing looks maxing, and then you just get completely effed over because you have zero ability to focus on something. You can't even like sit down and do any type of work. You're completely screwed with your attention span. You have TikTok brain and you're fucked and you end up like making no money and you end up living a life you can't provide for future kids, future family. Instead of that being reality, what you can do instead is just have a bit of commitment. Just like try to just like not be completely like brain rotted, And you look at, okay, these guys are making a lot of money. They're selling courses, like Clavicular, for example, he sells a course in how to looks max, how to get better looking. Instead of like buying his course and it's like following him like a normie, you can go out and you realize like this guy's making a lot of money. If I learn a skill and I position myself in the right way and become valuable to someone like him, I can get a piece of that pie, get a percentage of him making money. That's what I've been doing for the last couple of years. I realized that these guys, like these influencers, they need someone who can take sales calls and sell their products for them. They sell an online digital product and they don't take the sales calls themselves. Like, do you think Clavicular hops on sales calls and like talks to his potential clients himself? Obviously not. He's out streaming and taking steroids and like all that stupid shit, So instead you can become the sales rep for someone like that. You can take the sales calls over Google Meet, over Zoom for someone like him and get paid to basically sell his program to people that already want to buy it. People that want to buy looks maxing, etc. People that follow him. You can talk to those people that already want to buy it. Talk to them for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes over Zoom, over Google Meet, close the deal on behalf of him and get paid commissions, usually 10% of like a 5 to 10K program for doing so. And there's guys right now on Clavicular's team that are making $10, $15, even $20,000 doing this for him right now. And there's massive demand for this. And this is what I've been doing the last couple of days, giving me complete freedom to like travel the world, get freedom without working super hard. It's just about being positioned the right way. You understand? It's not about working, it's like grinding harder. That's not what I'm about at all. So don't get me wrong when I'm saying that you shouldn't be, definitely don't want to be lazy, but at the same time you don't want to be like just grinding, You simply need to be positioned the right way. If you're positioned the right way in this economy right now, with this influence, you understand that attention and someone that's making a lot of money, you can be taking advantage of that instead of just becoming part of their audience, And if you position yourself in the right way, you learn the skill of high ticket sales, how to actually take these type of sales calls, how to run a call, how to close with people. Take a couple of these calls per day, and you'll be able to make 5, 10, 50K per month. And I've helped a bunch of beginners get into this without any previous experience. You don't need some crazy degree, or like, you don't even need to start off doing this like full time. You can start part time. Like, you can get into this pretty simply if you just naturally like talking to people, or if you want to learn that skill. And then you land one of these influencers to work with, starting sales calls for them. You can get freedom yourself, be able to, most importantly, learn a skill that gives you security. You never have to go broke again. You can always ride the wave of an already successful influencer that's already making money, has come into the business without having to start your own business, work for them, make money as a result of that. So I hope this makes sense. And after this video, you really have two different options. You can, option number one, you can keep being this gesture maxing guy who just like goes out and keep watching these streams and like follow these streamers and just looking up them and wasting your life looking at them and feeding into their success, and just looking for shortcuts in everything that you're doing. And obviously you're gonna end up moving towards a reality that you don't want if you do that. Or option number two, you can do like I've been doing, like my students doing some of my one-on-one coaching, where you actually learn the right skills, you position yourself in the right way, where you start making money as a result of these guys making money, and you actually put some type of like brain power and commitment towards creating the life that you want for yourself, and then you can make a lot of money and get freedom doing it. So that's it. I hope this makes sense. Now the option is yours, what you want to do. If you want my help to get into high ticket sales, land one of these roles, start making your first 5, 10K per month doing this, and if you're actually someone who's serious about this, someone who's actually willing to take action on your goals, not just like talk about shit and you're not lazy, because in that case I can't help you. But if you're serious about it and you're actually willing to put in commitment, can apply, booking call down below to see if I can help you one-on-one, or shoot me a DM on Instagram. And yeah, that's it for the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.